Mandy's been in another of her grumpy moods lately, which means that she is on another blocking spree. It's a carousel ride that her friends and foes have both come to expect. Last spring, she blocked her critics after the May 22nd embarrassment, only to let them return for her June 17 extravaganza because her Jesus told her to. Well, that lasted until September, when the embarrassing news of her sex magic became public knowledge, and she banned her critics again. In January, she was back to feeling magnanimous, so she lifted the ban. No word on exactly why Jesus would have her block and unblock and block and unblock the same people. It's almost as if Mandy's Jesus matches whatever mood she happens to be in. Anyhow, that last update was about 60 days ago, which meant it was nearing time for another flip-flop. The poison set in on March 3rd, when someone asked Mandi a very harmless question: why she and Guillermo don't live together. Here's a little side story for those who don't know. You see, back in August last year, when Mandi left her husband, she got a cheap apartment and Guillermo flew in from California to see her. She didn't even bother with buying a bed because her Jesus told her the rapture was coming so soon there was no time to decorate. That was 6 months ago. Eventually, they ran out of money to fly back and forth, which prompted a bizarre teleportation theory. After several weeks, when she failed to magically teleport herself to California, she then said her Jesus had told her to fast from conjugal relations for a while, and they were in a wilderness season of testing. No idea why he told her he would teleport her, and then quickly changed the story to claim that she was being tested. Which brings us back to the question asked of her on March 3. Why haven't they worked out a way for one of them to move so they can be together? Mandi repeated that there is no time to relocate because the rapture is upon us. Or it could maybe be that Romeo and Juliet, separated by 2,000 miles, is far more interesting than to actually live in a crappy apartment with an unemployed woman. I mean, there's that explanation also. When someone suggested that that was probably the real reason, Mandi insisted her man is faithful because she's on the phone with him 24/7. This prompted one person to remark that that sounded like a very sad life. Unemployed, alone, stuck with a crappy apartment with an air mattress in your bedroom, no teleportation, no conjugal visits, just Zooming with your boyfriend like a teenager on a school night. And Mandi was not amused. She shot back an insult that was full of mean girl vitriol. April doesn't understand because she can't get a man. As you may have guessed, April hasn't had any trouble securing a man, and plenty of other women in happy marriages were on hand to agree that Mandi's online boyfriend is indeed pathetic. Mandi dug a hole that she could not get out of, and she found herself on the defense once again. Her solution was to start blocking. April, Country Gal, Colleen, Kimchi, Blue Car. Mandi's Jesus gave her permission to block them again for the third time in less than a year. She says they were turned over to a reprobate mind. Yeah, that's the story. So to sum up the situation, Mandi is living in a crappy apartment with an air mattress for a bed. Her boyfriend is in California. She can't afford to fly out to see him, so she keeps him on the phone all day. And if you think that's weird, she'll say you don't have a man, and then she'll block you. I don't even have to add any commentary to this. Stay away from rapturism.